don't know if anyone's going to join us today. It is New Year's Eve. It's been a long time since I've done any on this channel, or live for that matter. And if nobody shows up, where's my lens? I will cut it short and go inside. 3 peoples. Bruce, long time. Sorry, putting the lens on here. Gary, all my old friends are back. How's that look? Gary, Happy New Year. I'm not going to grab my other phone, so I'm going to have to come up here every so often to check the messages. Frank, howdy. I got nothing going on in the shop today. I am cleaning up. As you see, I got a pile of tools here. This was from the last trip to the lake house, which, as you guys know, flooded. I even wonder if the last time I did a live on this channel, if that had happened. So you probably can't even see where I'm at. Needless to say, looking forward to 2021, because 2020 was one heck of a year. So this is right here. This I can show you in a second. This is a rigid box that I have with. Is it Kaizen foam? Yeah, with Kaizen foam inside it. Kaizen foam from FastCap. And this is what I carry my camera in, which, like I said, we were up at the lake house and we just finished installing the epoxy countertops. So we were up there on Monday. It is now Thursday, right? We were up there on Monday doing that. We had to do a clear coat, and we had to do some work on some final little bits of work on the cabinets. We brought the doors up there and stuff like that. All the doors that we made down here and finished. All the tools are out, and the shop really isn't a mess. In good shape. It's a little dusty because I was finishing all the cabinets and everything, all the doors. The temperature was dropping. It was time to open the door a little bit to heat up the outside. Anyway, like I was saying, rigid toolbox, and I put some Kaizen foam and some like sound suppressant egg stuff on there. And this is for when I need to carry my camera equipment. When I need to carry my camera equipment places, like to the lake house. I've been using it a bunch there to bring the tripod. Doesn't fit in there, but bring that stuff to the lake house. I mentioned FastCap for the foam. This device right here is also from FastCap. This was actually designed by Izzy Swan. You probably know his YouTube channel, and it's just a cool little device. This is also this is not a FastCap sponsored video or anything, but I just have a lot of their stuff. It's pretty fancy. They did supply this to me early on in my whole YouTube shebang, but this just clips on here and gives you a straight edge with a ruler that is safe to cut. You hold it this way, and you can run a razor down the edge there safely. Can everyone hear me okay, by the way? Clips right on there. So I hope everybody is well. There we go. And ready for 2021, right? I have been spending more time with my family recently. The whole COVID thing, working from home, gives you a little more time at home to enjoy the kids as they're getting older. Thankfully, they're in school here in Michigan. And I've been way less stressed about doing the videos here on the tube. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Loud and clear. Thanks, Frank. Gary, talked to Izzy today. Sweet. How's his back doing? I know he was having some serious trouble. Hopefully he's doing okay. But back to my little story about spending more time with the kids and just the family being less stressed about getting a video out every 2 weeks. So getting a video out every 2 weeks on YouTube, I was relentless about that. But it allowed me to grow to where I am now. So when people ask, oh, what can you do? Relentless consistency, at least for the time frame that I grew in, seemed to be my answer. And you obviously need to have a little bit of quality, which I'd like to have, to grow on the tubes. But slowing down and enjoying the fam. The kids grow up fast, and I don't want to miss that. There's a gap in the life of my second daughter that I do not remember. I remember zero from that, and I think it's because I was working so hard on the YouTube channel, and I was driving an hour for work for a job that I was there for 9 or 10 hours a day. Izzy's doing better. Good. Josh, I'll get to you in a minute there. Let me finish my train of thought. And I just completely forgot much of my daughter's life, and I don't want to do that ever again. So I've been not stepping back necessarily, but just not being so stressed about it. And if it's going to be 3 weeks to get a video out and I don't feel like editing, then I don't. So part of a side effect to that, though, is it's a little bit more difficult to get sponsors because they want consistency and blah, blah, blah. I worked with Greenworks last year, which is great product to their stuff. I bought a bunch of their stuff before they worked with me beforehand. In contact with them to see if they want to work again this year, because sometimes with their product it's hard to find a fit for the video, and I like the sponsorships to fit well. Being an outdoor tool, it's just a little bit difficult. But anyway, I guess I'm a little unsure about the longevity of the channel at this time. Let me answer. You're talking about longevity of the channel. Yeah, Josh, that's not cool. So this is actually, as you guys probably know, this is a pole barn, and it's kind of chilly in here because you see the mini split right there. I only turned it on a little bit ago, and it's warming it up. It does a great job, and it's also like 30 degrees here in Michigan right now, so it's not too bad. And I only have to worry. So anyway, this is a pole barn. It was insulated. The wall that's right here, we built. It was video on the main channel. And then super duper insulated above us here. So really it's got to be like it's got to be single digits outside almost to get to freezing in here. And then I can turn the anti-freeze on the mini split, which keeps it about degrees in the shop, 46 degrees in the shop. So I don't have to worry about freezing stuff in here. And then obviously it's comfortable enough that I can work in a... that was about $1,700 for that unit. And obviously there's a bunch of insulation and stuff like that. That's got to go into the shop. But yeah, you could insulate a garage to work. But yeah, working with cold hands is not necessarily the safest thing ever. Yeah, you can hit your garage. Sorry, Bruce. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, so I don't want to miss my kids growing up. So I sat down and I scheduled stuff for 2021, which is tomorrow. And I already scheduled projects through June. And that's without like stretching projects out. Like sometimes you do a project where you can get multiple videos out of it depending on how you edit it and stuff like that, which don't always do the best for me. So that's through June, scheduled already with just kind of stuff that I wanted to do. And if I can find a contractor and lumber prices are not insane, it's highly likely that we will be putting a tiny little addition on the house. This was always part of the plan when we did the main addition, but it was just kind of in a totally different area of the house. So we didn't want to do it at one time. The big addition ended up being a ton of money, so it's a good thing we didn't do it. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, we're looking to do that probably this year if we can find. Hopefully the contractor we used is still doing it. I haven't talked to him in quite some time, but hopefully we can find a contractor. Prices aren't ridiculous so that we can do that. And if we do that, the addition is basically just going to be, I got two options. We got option A, we got option B. Option A is just a dormer, which would house a master. Right now, the wife and I need to leave the master to go to the bathroom, which is shared with Ethan in the upstairs. And we're probably going to move the girls up top, so we need to get them a little more space. And we've always wanted a master bathroom in our room. We lost that when we moved to this house, and we love that. So there's the option A addition is just a dormer. Option B is a dormer, but a little bit bigger, which will give us back space in the room. Back space that we would have lost to the bathroom in the master bedroom, but just a little bit bigger. It's a little more involved. There's some snow load issues that I'm concerned about, and some support going through the house that worries me. But anyway, I need to just talk to the guy that did our framing before, and probably a lumber yard to see what the best options are going to be there. But if we do that, we're going to have some work in the house. We've done bathrooms, we've done cabinets, we've done vanities on the, but the channel, I've always wanted it to be about what I am doing and not try to come up with ideas to beat the algorithm, or just to not to come up with ideas for the sake of coming up with ideas. It seems to me like you guys see right through stuff when I come up with ideas just for the sake of it. Wow, check that out. You probably can't see this. This is a power planer. Probably can't see. What am I trying to do? There's like a mega chip right there. There you go. Look at that. Craziness. I was planing epoxy with that. So I was talking about having done a bunch of stuff before. Yeah, so the channel has always been about to do, not about coming up with gimmicky ideas, although sometimes those are fun, but you guys seem to see right through them and never like the video anyway. So if we have another another bathroom to do, or another floor to install, we'll do a video on it. Pull on the channel, and there's enough subscribers that are new, etc., that haven't seen our other work, that I don't think it's going to hurt us, and that's what I always wanted the channel to be. And let's see here. We have, once it does warm up in 2021, because of the whole situation of the past year, we want to be a little more not self-sustaining, where we grow all our meat and all that, but we just want to be. We want the kids to be more involved with realizing how much goes into life, I guess. And so we're not going to have freezers, but we want to do a big for this. There'll be a bunch of stuff on the channel for setting up raised bed garden, and stuff like that. My dad always had a big garden like that, so that's what we're going to be doing there. Am I still loud and clear, everybody? I have no feedback on that. So we're going to have a bunch of outdoor stuff, in addition to possible work on the master bathroom, which I didn't include at all in my 6 months of videos. But anyway, I think the whole point I was trying to make is I don't think I'm going to push for sponsors at all this year. Audio is good. Thank you, Josh. you know, we do okay with the plans, decent with YouTube ads, which ironically have been really good this year. I guess people are watching YouTube. So, you know, like a rigid ad on top of it, or Simply Safe, stuff like that. If it comes, it comes, and we'll fit it in. But I have not investigated or chased those down like I have in the past. Excuse me. Peeking out here to see if I have a... So the kids like to use the brooms as their horses, which they are nice and neat in the corner over here, which you guys can't see at all. But yeah, they ride their brooms like a bunch of witches. But it's their horses that they're playing with. It's pretty hysterical. Anyway, I'm back. I was in the uninsulated section of the barn, which is actually where I do a lot of my spray, almost all of the spray finishing. But anyway, back to the channel. So, you know, we got another year of business planned ahead. We'll see how it goes. May not be the highest year of income because I'm not really going to chase down sponsors, which does amount to a decent amount of the money. It's definitely not the main source of money, which is why you want to be diversified like that. And so let me, I don't want to lose my train of thought on that. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we got a year of videos planned, and things always come up that can be filmed. I kind of like to just film everything, even if I've done it before, like I mentioned, and even if I think it's not going to be all that great, because sometimes things just pop. Like painting the barn. That was one of our best videos this year. I almost didn't film it, and I certainly didn't think it was going to do very well. So you never know. You just got to film everything. I'm sorry, sweeping's not very exciting. But I kind of wanted to catch up with y'all on this New Year's Eve. One other thing that you may have noticed is I have not been on Instagram hardly at all. Been building a lot of boxes recently for building the cabinets. Excitement in that. I'm glad that project's over, to be honest. It looks beautiful. I hope you guys enjoy the door video, which is going to come out soon. Not many people watched the built-in, but it was a pretty crappy thumbnail. But it's just incredibly hard to go build that kind of stuff remotely and remember to get a thumbnail, and it was an incredibly difficult space to get filmography in, and there was a different style of video, blah, 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 blah. So again, I didn't think it was going to do great. I didn't think it would do as poor as it did, but you can't win them all. But anyway, Instagram, building a lot of boxes recently, so it just really hasn't been fun to take pictures. And I actually deleted the app off of my phone a couple of days ago just because of you got to read the terms of service of Instagram. It's ridiculous. Protect your digits. Good idea. We're just talking. We're talking bye-bye to 2020 and kind of a plan for next year. What we're going to do on the channel, and I'm only kind of catching up because I needed to clean the shop up, put a bunch of tools away from working up north, and talking about how I deleted the Instagram app off my phone because of the complete invasion of privacy that clearly states that they're going to do. So because I have a business page on Facebook, I can actually post via my computer to Instagram. So that'll be the plan. It probably won't be type of stuff. And also I just am trying to really cut back on Instagram because I was addicted, and I would spend like an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, and there's just nothing good about that. So I had the willpower, thankfully, to just kind of stop dead nuts without deleting it. I kept it on my phone to post the occasional picture, and then when I found out about the invasion of privacy, I just took it off my phone so they can't be turning my camera on and checking out what I'm doing, where I'm going, and so forth. So I think that the whole scheduling thing on the creator, I don't even know what Facebook calls it. It's like a creator inbox or something like that. I'll probably post a little more actually. I'll take a bunch of pictures and then put them up there and schedule it, and bam, probably be a little bit easier. Protect your digits. Well, thank you, sir. I guess I kind of if people would click because of that. But yeah, bye to 2020. But for the moment, we're going to carry on. I mentioned earlier on that I have a much more relaxed stance, partly because I just want to enjoy my kids. And it's just not worth getting stressed out about. But I do have projects lined up for 2021 through mid-year, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was June, if not July. And that's still not my whole, that's just like the top of the list scheduled out, at least kind of dropped into where I think I want to do things. But the bigger statement was I'm not really going to chase here. If they come, they come. But I'm not going to specifically try to find any, I don't think. I'll probably get in contact with Greenworks again, because Brian Stearns, who represents them, is a good, dear old friend of mine. He helped me get back in the day. Who I was in contact with Rigid. They're trying to figure out their marketing plan again this year. They had to stop marketing with people for a couple of years there. But hopefully they get back in it, because that was just a great sponsorship. I mean, look at all the stuff. But yeah, we're gonna carry on. Interact so much on Instagram just because it's gonna be computer type of stuff. But yeah, I started hunting this year. The whole craziness that is leading us to start our own garden and get chickens again. We used to have chickens. Be a little more self-sustaining. I started hunting. I've had decent luck. We had tenderloin medallions in with mushrooms and like a balsamic vinegar, Worcestershire. So it was fantastic. Great tenderloin. And I don't know if any of y'all hunt, let me know, but what a good feeling to feed your family off of something that you harvested on your own. And I'm the first hunter of this generation of my family. My grandpa was a big hunter. His brothers were big hunters. My wife's family are savage hunters. They only eat venison, actually. That's their main source of meat. It's not their main source of meat, but that's like, so they don't do beef, I guess. They do, if they get pork and chicken, they go get that. But so I got one in gun season and I got one in bow season, which I actually went hunting tonight. We didn't see anything. I went with my daughter, and she cannot sit still. I don't think that's why we didn't see anything. But yeah, so we're hunting this year. Garden, we're going to get chickens again. We might butcher some of them, but they're more for the eggs. And then I was kind of thinking on this channel, we have dry goods provision now. And I probably sound like a nutbag, but that's fine. I'm comfortable with it. And it's very comforting knowing that at least family is good for several months if something happens, which we live out in the middle of nowhere, and there's reasons for that as well. But I was wondering if on this channel, there's a couple things I'm thinking I might do with this channel. I'm kind of thinking that I might do one take cell phone video selfie run-throughs of past projects and see where they are and how they've held up over time. I can have a playlist on the main channel. It'll be hosted over here. So if people want to see what the older projects look like, they can check them out. And then I was kind of thinking like the thought processes behind the provisioning, the gardening could be a little something over here. I don't want to turn what is now my hobby of hunting into something that I need to carry a camera around again for, which is fine, but I don't want to turn that into another business, which like I like to do pew-pews as well, and I reload my own stuff. Again, I don't want to put that on YouTube. Well, that just isn't going to do well anyway, but I don't want to turn my hobby into a business. It kind of happened with the woodworking, turned into a business. Feels like a little bit of a drag sometimes. So I don't want to do that, but I'm wondering maybe if on this channel, so this channel is just kind of for these lives. That's all it's really been. There's been a couple production review type of stuff, product review type of things. One for Angeline. And I'm wondering if maybe like the provisioning thing might be cool on here. I don't know. I probably won't end up doing it. But yes, 2020 has been quite the eye-opener. Protect your digits, protect your digits. Yep, take care. I gotta leave too. We'll catch you. I'll probably do a few more of these. Might help drag me out here sometimes. Yeah, Gary, on the farm. Yeah. So we had goats when I was growing up, and chickens. We milked the goats. You know, we're up doing the goat thing, and tons of chickens. All that I really remember growing up. So the responsibility will be really good for our kids as well. I think I turned out all right. I like to think so anyway, and I think my parents making us get out there in the cold and taking care of the chickens, all that stuff, probably a good thing. But Happy New Year, Dan, and a blessed one. Hopefully it's a little better than this last year. Was pretty crazy. But yeah, we'll see. We out the window right there was a 2-acre plot, and we bought that. I don't know that I ever mentioned it. So the biggest thing was to make sure we didn't get neighbors in there, and to put a garden over there and all that stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun. We'll have some videos on raised garden. We'll have some videos on making fencing. There's a pond over there. I would love to build a beautiful fence around that. Clean it up, put a nice beach in there for the kids, and like a fire ring with some benches built into the beach. I don't want to do like a super gazebo and stuff over there, although that would be nice. And I think especially as the kids get older, to hang out there with them, have a campfire, stuff like that would be amazing. I'm not really into campfires and stuff like that right now, but I think as we need to put our phone away and spend more time with the kids, not watching a video or something out there with them, that'd be glorious. We'll have videos for that and videos for the addition, hopefully, coming up. And we also redo the deck with a sunroom, a 3-season room sunroom, and a imp outdoor kitchen, smoker, all the good works on there. We have big plans. Hopefully we can accomplish some of them in 2021. Hoping all this COVID stuff gets resolved, the political stuff gets resolved. That's it. I think I'm going to go spend the rest of 2020 with the wife, relax. We are going to go to bed at like 10. We've been up late the last couple of nights. So yeah, we're going to do the married thing. And that sounded weird. We're going to do the old married couple, and we're going to go to bed early and on time. Gary, take care, my friend. We will see you over here and over on the other channel. Bruce, take care. We'll see you guys. Have a happy, healthy last couple hours of 2021. Let's pray for a better last couple hours of good. Let's pray for a better 2021. Take care of each other. Keep those close, and that's probably all you really need in your life, is what I've been finding out. So later, everybody. I'll probably just delete this video off of here anyway, and We'll catch you next year. God bless, David. Take care.